Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Water Resources Department is in the process of temporarily switching the western part of the city from chloramines, which is the standard disinfectant in drinking water, to free chlorination. The switch will be in effect for the next few weeks. This procedure is used to maintain and optimize the water quality in the city's drinking water distribution system. The area affected is in western Greensboro around the Piedmont Triad International Airport near Regional Road and Swing Road and extends west to the county line at Colfax. During this time, residents may notice temporary taste or odor differences in the water. This is a normal part of the transition which does not adversely impact the water quality. Both chlorinated and chloraminated water are safe for drinking, cooking, and other general uses. Specialized industries such as medical facilities offering kidney dialysis, fish tank and pond owners, and some businesses that use water in their production process should take precautions and may require adjustments to their current filtration and treatment systems. These customers will be contacted directly. This procedure is similar to the routine maintenance performed with other water utilities and only involves one pressure zone. For more information, visit the city's website or call the Environmental Protection Agency at 800-426-4791. Developers, investors, builders, and organizations with proven experience in demolishing blighted residential properties are encouraged to submit a request for qualifications, or RFQ, to be appointed as a receiver. Interested parties should respond to the RFQ by 3 p.m. on Wednesday, December 2nd, to be part of the city's vacant housing receivership pilot initiative. The city has created this program to more quickly bring abandoned, dilapidated, and deteriorating properties up to minimum housing standards so they may be returned to the community as safe, healthy, and affordable housing for future occupants. Qualified people and groups willing to be appointed by a Guilford County Superior Court judge as an independent authority to carry out needed repairs or demolition on Greensboro properties are encouraged to apply. Greensboro is joining other communities moving to a receivership process to take quicker action to prevent neighborhood deterioration resulting from the condition of these properties, increase available and affordable housing, and create jobs in the construction and property management industries. To learn more about the pilot program and the next steps of this initiative, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro has launched Public Record Greensboro's Creatives, a video interview series featuring local artists. These segments are posted online on the first and third Fridays of each month. They are also emailed to subscribers of the Creative Greensboro newsletter. The project was created by R.J. Hooker as a way to showcase artists with an incredible array of backgrounds and disciplines, sharing their lives, work, struggles, and purpose. The project meets the Creative Greensboro Cultural Arts Plan goals to provide individual artists and creative entrepreneurs with professional support systems and programs for networking and to develop approaches to building broader community awareness of arts, culture, and creativity throughout Greensboro. Creative Catalyst Fellowships advance artist leadership. These competitive paid fellowships, facilitated by the Keenan Institute, aim to support the next generation of artist leaders. To learn more about Creative Greensboro, visit the city's website. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city developed a partnership with Cone Health to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
Did you know that over 7.5 million people are seen in physicians' offices for shoulder pain every year? We'd like to share with you today a series of exercises that we found are helpful to regain mobility and strength and prevent injury in the shoulder. So we'd like to demonstrate for you one of the exercises that we find is very important to keep your shoulder healthy. This first exercise isolates the group of muscles that we call the external rotators, an important part of the rotator cuff. And this is performed by holding an elastic band or a bungee cord between your hands with your elbows safe at your side, and rotating your hands apart. It's important to keep your elbows close to your side and to keep your shoulders low. Don't hike them up close to your ears, but again in a relaxed position down low. We recommend doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions of this exercise 3 to 5 days a week. So the second exercise for healthy shoulders involves an exercise called shoulder extension. This helps to isolate the muscles that attach to the shoulder blade and helps with stability. This is called shoulder extension. You utilize an elastic band, grasped with your hands, elbows straight, and to begin with, you want to pinch your shoulder blades together behind you and then draw your hands backwards. That's the shoulder extension. And again, we recommend performing this 3 sets, 10 repetitions, 3 to 5 days a week. Now, these elastic bands can be attached to a doorknob or any other stationary object around the house. You see how Noelle keeps her shoulders level. They're not rising up next to her ears, and it's very important to keep the shoulders down to get the full effect of this exercise. The third exercise for a healthy shoulder we call a horizontal row. And this again is performed with an elastic band or a bungee cord. In this one, you want the band to be attached roughly at shoulder height. So you might need to sit down if you're attaching the band to a doorknob, or you can put a knot in the elastic band and close it in the door so that it's at about your shoulder height. And you're going to grasp the elastic band with your arms straight, and then you'll be pulling your hands in towards your chest. You pinch your shoulder blades together at the onset, and then you'll pull your arms in and then slowly release, keeping your shoulders level, not hiking them up near your ears, but keeping them down low. And again, 3 sets of 10 repetitions, 3 to 5 times a week. Certain shoulder positions and movements can be very hard on the group of muscles that we call the rotator cuff, in particular overhead reaching and lifting. So the military press, which Tracy's demonstrating, can put excess stress on the rotator cuff muscles, and it's generally an exercise that we would recommend people avoid. In addition, dropping the barbell behind the head and up onto the back of the neck also puts the shoulder in a compromised position that can cause stress and strain and irritate the rotator cuff and shoulder girdle muscles. Our final recommendation for a healthy shoulder is to make sure that you're always lifting and reaching in safe positions. You want to make sure that you maintain proper posture. You can see Noelle sitting up nice and straight, and as she's reaching, she wants to make sure that she uses good body mechanics. You want to avoid reaching in awkward positions, such as when you're driving your car, reaching into the back seat for an object. It's a position that puts the shoulder at a disadvantage, and we often see people come in with shoulder injuries from lifting in awkward positions. So take the time to find a safe, comfortable position. Use your power zone with your hands in front of you, your elbows at your side, elbows below your shoulders. That's the safe zone. Regular exercise is a critically important part of a healthy lifestyle for people of all ages and activity levels. Regular exercise improves our strength and endurance, can help prevent injury, and helps in our recovery. Maintaining a full range of motion and normal strength in the shoulder is the key to pain-free shoulder motion. Please visit conehealth.com/orthopedics for more information. I'm Dr. Kevin Supple.
When it comes to decision making, the city encourages residents to share their opinion. Public input is being solicited on transportation plans and the name of a popular transit service. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The 2045 Metropolitan Transportation Plan and the Greensboro Urban Area Comprehensive Transportation Plan are available online for public review and comment until Tuesday, December 1st. The Greensboro Area Metropolitan Planning Organization will hold a virtual meeting to preview the plan and accept questions and comments. The meeting will stream live on Facebook from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. on Thursday, November 19th. The Metropolitan Transportation Plan is a long-range planning document detailing improvements to take place over the next 20 years. This forecasts the needs for roadways, public transit, bicycles, and pedestrians, and develops projects and programs to accommodate future growth. The plan evaluates project and program recommendations, analyzes the potential environmental impact due to implementation, and recommends future funding allocations. The Comprehensive Transportation Plan is a series of maps displaying long-term recommendations for highways, bicycle and pedestrian facilities, public transportation, and passenger rail projects. Comments may be submitted online or mailed to Greensboro Urban Area MPO at P.O. Box 3136, Greensboro, North Carolina 27402. To request special services for the virtual meeting, contact Transportation Planning Engineer Lydia McIntyre at 336-373-3117. Specialized Community Area Transportation, or SCAT, is a prominent staple of the Triad community. As a result, the service will undergo a change in its operating name. This will be accomplished with input from riders and the community at large. There's still time to submit your vote on the short list of 5 proposed names you feel would best represent the SCAT service. The options are as follows: Access GSO, City Link, Community DART, which stands for Daily Assisted Rider Transit, Gateway Transit, and Passport. Operated by Greensboro Transit Agency, the paratransit service provides transportation for thousands of persons with disabilities, enabling valuable access to health care, employment, recreation, and several other destinations in the city. The name change is intended to align the decades of evolving service being provided to this valuable customer base. The community is encouraged to participate in the final name selections by casting a vote online at ridegta.com or by calling 336-412-6309. The Taylor Turner Hatchery Pond at Lake Higgins Park is officially open for fishing. The trout has been stocked. Members of the public were on hand to watch the stocking. The pond opened on Saturday, November 14th. Fans of fishing can visit the pond from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Wednesdays through Sundays throughout the winter. Trout will be stocked November through February. Anglers must be at least 16 years old and have a valid North Carolina fishing license, which can be purchased at the marina. The fee is $2 to fish and $4 for each pound of fish caught. A trout stamp is not required. All fish caught must be weighed and kept. This is not a catch and release fishing program. If you want to practice your fishing skills, Lake Higgins Park is located at 4235 Hamburg Mill Road. For more information, call the marina at 336-373-3739 or visit the city's website. We recognize veterans in the month of November, and we're grateful for their service each day. Coming up after the break, find out how GTA is paying tribute to our local veterans. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Supporting our men and women in the armed forces should extend beyond any recognition they receive on Veterans Day. Making sure they have access to quality of life resources is essential. Joining me now to tell us about an initiative aimed at accomplishing that is Kevin Elwood. He is the Marketing and Communications Specialist for Greensboro Transit Authority. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Thanks for joining me. Now, you are fresh off the heels of your voter awareness campaign. Now you are on to something new. Tell us about this initiative geared towards our veterans.
Sure. We've actually moved from Move to the Polls to now the Veterans Resource Ride. And this is a initiative that we put together in order to help our heroes in our local community, our veterans, to be able to access resources that they need.
Okay, this is really impressive. You have a beautiful bus that you've decked out. What is the purpose of Veterans Resource Ride and how will it work?
Well, basically what we did is we took one of our transit buses and turned it into a mobile resource center. When you board the bus, you'll be able to see placards from different agencies that offer services for veterans from government services, nonprofits, those that offer free and low-cost services for our veterans.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's like a one-stop shop.
Yes, and it's readily identifiable because, as you said, the exterior of the bus we had decaled with the 5 emblems of the armed forces. It also contains the flag for the missing in action prisoner of war, and also we have a camouflage pattern. I don't think it's going to work too well in hiding the bus, but but at least just helps to bring that military feel.
Yes, it's so impressive. Very nice artwork. Now, you mentioned placards, and those are holding the various information resources. So tell us about the types of partnerships. You said there's government entities and nonprofits, but how did you get all of this to come together?
Yes, we reached out to a number of local, state, and national nonprofits and government organizations that provide services for veterans. And so we're displaying the placards from many of those organizations that replied, such as the American Red Cross, Carolina's chapter, the local chapter of the DAV, also the Servant Center. We have information from the Veterans Administration, and the information runs the gamut from everything that veterans would need, whether it's health care, education, employment, homelessness, all of that. We have that information available for our riders to be able to see whether they're a veteran or they're the family members of a veteran.
Okay, well, that's easy access. They can pick and choose what they need to take away, or if you know someone, as you said, who is a veteran, you can get that information to them. Where can the public experience the Veterans Resource Ride?
Well, this bus, number 827, is used in our normal transit services. So every day it's going to be out roving the streets of Greensboro. You can download our free bus tracker, Translope tracker, to see exactly where that bus is going to be each day. Also, we'll be taking the bus out for special events focused on veterans to be able to provide that information on location as well.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Kevin, it's an impressive, as I said, outreach opportunity. Always something that GTA is doing to extend its service beyond transportation to our community. I will be looking for the bus in traffic because I'm sure we won't be able to miss it. So do come back. Keep us posted on your other great programs.
We will do so. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. Due to COVID-19, the City Council is meeting virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. City Council meetings usually take place on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Public Library's Racial Equity and Social Justice Challenge Learning Circle is underway. A learning circle is a lightly facilitated group of learners coming together to achieve educational goals or to explore a new topic. Topics in this circle include voting, education, criminal justice reform, and public health. All perspectives are welcome. For the next 4 weeks, participants will spend 20 minutes a day learning about social justice and racial equity. The goal is to help people build more effective habits around the topics of race, power, privilege, and leadership. The Learning Circle also connects people with one another as they identify ways to dismantle racism and other forms of discrimination. The Learning Circle concept was developed by Peer-to-Peer University, a nonprofit organization and global community dedicated to creating equitable, empowering, and liberating alternatives to mainstream higher education. To register for this free program, visit the library's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first we have an important message about COVID-19.
Remember the 3 W's. Wear a cloth face mask covering, wait 6 feet from others, and wash your hands often. By working together, we can adjust to this new normal and continue to save lives.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Opus concert series will return beginning at 6 p.m. on Sunday, November 29th. Creative Greensboro, the city's Office of Arts and Culture, will broadcast its fall concerts through December 20th. The concerts will air on Creative Greensboro's Facebook page. A Facebook account is not required to watch the concerts. The concerts range from classical and holiday favorites to tango and R&B. The Fall 2020 Opus lineup features Bad Cameo and Sol de Luna on November 29th, small ensembles from the Philharmonia of Greensboro on December 6th, Lorena Gillen Tango Ensemble and Sheila Star Productions on December 13th, and small ensembles from the Greensboro Concert Band on December 20th. Additional Opus concerts are planned for spring 2021. Details will be announced at a later date. The Opus Fall Series is sponsored by Fox 8. To learn more about the Opus Concert Series, visit the Creative Greensboro website. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout-out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout-out. This week's shout-out goes to Greensboro's information technology staff. The City of Greensboro is named one of the top-ranked digital city governments by the Center for Digital Government, or CDG. Greensboro ranks third among cities with a population between 250,000 and 499,999. Greensboro's Information Technology Department is recognized for using technology to analyze data to better serve residents, respond quickly to community needs related to COVID-19, and support digital experience initiatives. The city's website design and navigation received 3 national awards for its user-friendly interface. Please remember, as more places continue to open, wear your face covering, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands often. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.